this feeling beyond gold. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, moon. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello, moon. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glowed. I guess you owe something.
ます。